Hello everybody, my name is Ryu, and today I will be drawing Ms.Fortune from the fighting game Skullgirls. I really didn't have a plan in mind for this video, I just kind of wanted to record a speed paint. I feel like I mostly have posted redesigns so far, so I just wanted to put out something a little different, but I feel like the topic I'm gonna talk about is perfectionism. I feel like a lot of my drawings lately, I'm over specific on a lot of stuff. Like, I'm so stressed out about the anatomy and the perspective and does it look professional? Does it look clean? When my style is probably like the least clean out of everybody I know. And I think lately, I just see all these videos of people with their hustle culture and trying to get stuff to look monetizable, and it's not enjoyable. So currently, in the time I'm recording the voiceover for this, Radio Trio Week is out for Hazbin Hotel. It's like a fan drawings of Alistair, Nifty, and Husk. So the first one I posted yesterday was really cruddy, but I knew it was cruddy, and I kinda didn't care. I had one day to get a full drawing done, and for some reason I look at it and like I'm kinda happy. There's a spot on like Husk's foot where, forgive me, I'll like insert an image here if I can. But there's a spot on Husk's foot where, yeah, I just didn't color it in. It's just still red like the background that I initially colored, and I don't mind it. The lines are messy, the lighting's messy, but it's fun. It just feels really nice to sketch something out. I feel like ever since I got into digital art, I haven't been using my sketchbook that much. And I mean, I guess I sketch on my computer, but I've gotten so many commissions in the past few weeks to where I genuinely feel kind of burnt out not being able to draw for myself at all. Like, I like drawing Hazbin Hotel, and I haven't drawn Hazbin Hotel in a hot minute. But at least that's my current hyperfixation. I'm sure with the comeback of Homestuck that I will get smacked in the face by the Draw Cankry Everyday virus, but that's just me. There is something kind of interesting though in the fact that like I'm not in school anymore, right? So I don't have friends that have the same interests that I can find as easily. You'd think being online and being able to be in these like big servers that you'd find your people, but I've had trouble with a lot of like ways of finding friends, specifically with Discord, because Hazbin Hotel, I think everybody can admit it at this point, but the fandom's full of a lot of kids, and I am not a fan of talking about that kind of material with them. I straight up told one of them to their face that I was not interested in conversing about the show with them. I'm sorry, not to be rude. And they were like, well, I've seen a lot worse. That's not the point. I don't care if you've seen worse. I feel bad for you that you've seen worse. But I do not want to talk to you about it. So far, I've made 2 solid friends in the fandom. One of which does not speak English, and my Japanese is very bad, so it's been a very embarrassing, I guess, plight to get through. I feel like every time I open my mouth, I am saying something incorrectly. Not in a bad way, just like my grammar is awful. I'm also gonna apologize in advance. I'm really, really congested. I think I'm getting sick. Not too sure how long that's gonna last. I feel like every time I record, I end up being sick, which kind of sucks. But I only record like once a week to twice a month, if that. I will say, this drawing, everybody keeps telling me I need to do line art. I just don't find the line art process fun. Like right here, I would stop and I would use this sketch as my line art and just color inside of it. I like to clean up my line art. I just think it looks better. However, a lot of people tell me they really like my line art and that it looks better. So this is the one drawing where I'm gonna try that. And that's kind of what I'm getting at, is like I'll get in my own head and I'll think about it and I'll just do what other people think looks better for me instead of what I find fun and what I enjoy. And I think the art community has a lot of problems with that. When I was trying to look for a topic to talk about for this video, my friend actually told me to bring up TikTok and how they like bash new artists and, you know, hating each other's style or like having to have the style, which is so interesting. I don't use TikTok, so like I kind of wasn't aware that was a problem, but I will admit I've seen my fair share of discourse for like newer artists getting shit on. It is a difficult hobby. Like, nobody said it was easy. I've been doing it about 10 years now, and I still feel like I am caught in a rat race of never improving. But if I could look back at my art that I've done for like a couple years ago, there really is honest improvement. Like, I have good grasp on head shapes, anatomy, form. Right now I'm working on perspective because that's been the most difficult for me. This is like a random rant video. But yeah, I mean, I also need to work on color theory. I can't be living off of multiply with a purple pen set to like 30 anymore. I don't think it's gonna cut it for my shadows. I need to actually learn color theory again. You learn all of these things like color theory, anatomy, drawing boxes, and you think you get it. And then you do it later down the line and you really didn't get it. Like, everybody knows how to draw a box, right? I was like, I don't need to draw boxes. I know how to draw a box. Those boxes weren't in perspective. Those lines were completely parallel. They didn't converge anywhere. I don't know. I feel like I kind of miss not having to think about my art when I make it. But I guess that's the whole point of improving, is that it becomes second nature and you don't have to think about it anymore. And until I get to that point, I don't think I'm going to be satisfied with myself. But I think Radio Trio Week is a good excuse for me to get out of my comfort zone and focus less on perfectionism. I'm on a time limit. I get 1 day for each drawing and it has to be posted by the end of the day. So I think it's good pressure. You know, I kind of miss being a kid and just drawing whatever I wanted in my notebooks. I have a couple of sketchbooks. I have about 7 of them in real life. One of them I made by hand, but I will probably be posting sketchbook tours of my old art just as an example for you guys to see, like, it is possible to improve. Like, improvement is always gonna happen whether you think about it or not. Like, I remember I knew how to draw the shape of a knee before I even knew what the anatomy of a knee and the tendons connecting to it looked like, or how the socket was supposed to bend. Like, I just knew what a knee was supposed to look like. And I think copying from books or other drawings you see is a great way to do that. There's a couple of books that I could put on screen right now, and I think these books, like, I borrowed them from my friend and I was just copying all the poses in it, and I remember being so proud of myself for being able to change parts of those poses. Like, say she's standing there in a T-pose, right? I'm copying the T-pose, but maybe I'll move the arm a little bit, and I'm like so proud of myself that I changed the pose on my own without having to think about it. I think little things like that are really important when it comes to getting a grasp on being an artist. Like, I had a lot of fun, and I kind of miss having fun with my art. So right here, you'll kind of see me kind of figuring out my colors a little bit. I also wanted to put the fishbone symbol behind her. I don't know if you guys ever played Skullgirls, but every time you win a match, a little, like, emblem pops up under your character to show that you've won a round, and hers is a fish. It's a fishbone. I love it. It's very cute. I actually really like cats. I like cats a lot. I have no shame in saying I am a total crazy cat lady, and I love my 2 fat fur babies. I probably should do an anatomy study for cats as well. I think that would be really fun as like a break in the norm. My friend also wants me to start streaming, but I need to make a VTuber for that. I don't think I really want to go for like streaming or recording videos if I can't get a VTuber. But I am also researching how to animate. I would like to make a video on making a VTuber or learning to animate at some point. It just seems really intensive. But if you guys have any opinions on it, let me know. I am definitely open to trying out new stuff. You can find me on Twitter, Blue Sky, Tumblr, Instagram, DeviantArt. I will say DeviantArt, but I don't really respond to it. I also have a Pixiv. But if you guys want to chat up or communicate on there, I am much more active to responding. I also occasionally post polls and votes, and I really like the community of friends that I've built on there so far. I just wish more people were into Hazbin Hotel. It's like, I get it's not a great show, okay? Like, I get it's not the creme de la creme, the cream of the crop, it's nothing spectacular. But I really like it, and I like that I like it. And I've literally had people tell me to my face that they're embarrassed to say they've watched the show. Couldn't be me. Could not be me. I have total dad humor. I'm a dork. I like it. Yeah, as you can see right here, I took like the fucking main color blue, and then I just turned down the opacity, smacked that bitch on multiply. Like, I just need to learn how to color properly. And I feel like all of my problems will be solved until I once again hit perspective. But yeah, I think that's kind of all I have to say. I didn't have much planned for this video. I don't script any of my videos. I probably should. That's probably something I should do, but I wanted YouTube to be more like a fun thing on the side. I'm definitely not going to be able to monetize anything like that. I'm not good enough to monetize Jack Diddley Squat. But I still want it to be moderately clean and easily digestible. But again, I am proud of the progress I've made, regardless of how I feel about my drawings at the time I make them. I'm still proud of the drawings I made, and I think you should be proud of the drawings you make too. Thank you so much for coming to my random little spiel and my video. I hope you've enjoyed me drawing this beautiful cat lady. I love cat girls. Cat girls are the shit. Literally the best thing you could ever exist. And Ms.Fortune is probably like my favorite cat girl, maybe. I used to watch Josie and the Pussycats too, but I actually don't remember much about it. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and give my social medias a check out if you would like. I will put them in the description of this video. And I also recommend that you guys try entering some like weekly drawing, I wouldn't say contests, but events. It's just really good to get back into the swing of relaxing. Art fight's a little too stressful for me, but it's a similar concept. I really have never done art fight. I'm too scared to. I would be so lazy. Anyways, bye!